Hey, Bourbon brothers and sisters, Angry Mac here. And before we get into this, can you please subscribe? If you are here watching me, you are part of the social media community, which I'm going to talk about right now. I'm going to talk about some things that often get overlooked because when the whiskey community calls, the people show up. Like, subscribe, share this video. Once again, maybe have a laugh, but let's talk about the social media bourbon whiskey community overall. It's crazy. It really is. It's a very interesting community because most people talk about, when they talk about the community, they talk about enthusiasts, creators, influencers. They're talking about flexing of the bottles. They're talking about MSRP. Who's chasing those bottles down? What was the greatest pour you have? You know, we get a lot of bragging. Let's see all these things I have. We get a lot of trash talk, a lot of shit talk. It's normally a lot of good fun. But nobody talks about what matters most. That is, I don't want to say it's hidden in the community, because if you're in the community, you know what goes on. So behind the flex, behind those $1,500 pours, behind the nonsense, behind the clicks, I'm going to call it out right now. The bourbon social media community shows up. And they don't show up for a pour. They show up for people. I'm talking about charity raffles. We have a guy, Shiloh, who works so hard to get money for veterans in need, whether it's their families, whether it's getting these veterans dogs, but he has raffles every month. And you know what the community does? Those raffles sell out in the blink of an eye, because if you're not on at that time that they're going off, if you don't have an hour, you're done. You can't get them any later. I'm talking about bottle auctions. I'm talking about your $50 bottle suddenly is worth $500 or more. It's insane. I'm talking about fundraisers. I'm talking about, there was a person in need in the community just recently, and they reached out. In 5 days, I think they raised $4,000. It was unbelievable what goes on in this community. And the biggest one in my heart is Whiskey Fights Cancer. Cancer, everybody's been affected by cancer. We had a group when I started this Whiskey Fights Cancer, just word of mouth, no advertising. It was me going on lives and people reaching out to me. I was hoping to raise $2,000. We wound up raising over $10,000 and had 100 bottles donated. We did a 4-hour live. I felt like Jerry Lewis, but this is not about me. It's the community. I'm one person, but the community shows up. The community shows up. 1 bottle, 2 bottles, 3 bottles turns into something so much bigger. Right here I have a bottle. Nyla Kicks Cancer's Ass. Big Mike Rowland did a fundraiser for a young lady, Nyla, who had cancer, but it was also for first responders, emergency workers, and I think veterans. But he does many amazing charities too, and you know what happens? People show up. He has a group on Facebook called Whiskey Warriors. People show up. Yes, he happens to get great pours. The things that are being raffled and auctioned, these are things you want, but it doesn't make a difference if you win, because it's going to a greater good. It's helping these people buy groceries, pay medical bills, pay the mortgage, keep the lights on. It's the money given to these people and the support that really matters. Nobody cares if they win or lose. And don't get me wrong, love to win a bottle. I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm in a raffle, I'm hoping to win. But you know what? That is not my primary purpose. I assume I'm going to lose, just like when you buy a lottery ticket. Damn, if that one ever comes in, absolutely phenomenal. But if you donate a bottle to one of these raffles, that bottle is priceless. There is no price that you could put on helping someone repair their life. You know, if this is not a powerful message about the bourbon social media community, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And I said it all the time. This community is better than any social community out there. Are there downfalls? Sure. Are there fools? Sure. Are there people unscrupulous? Sure. Are there people looking to take advantage of you? Sure, but that's life. That is life. But the vast majority of people are looking out for each other. I think I can make a call today and stay in 50 states, maybe some overseas countries, who knows? Because the relationships that you make and the relationships drive these raffles. The relationship drives the community. The relationship drives these fundraisers. So when you have a fundraiser, the best part about it, there's no gatekeeping. It disappears. Nobody wants to gatekeep. Not if you're a newcomer, not if you're an enthusiast, not if you're a collector, not if you're a creator, not if you're a reviewer, not if you're a store. And I'm going to go back to the Whiskey Fights Cancer. Colin Spillman from Kings County is local to me. He got in touch with me. He said, Mike, I didn't realize you were doing this. Let me send you some stuff. What's your address? Overnight, he overnighted me 4 bottles for the raffle. He wasn't looking for anything. He said, you don't even have to say I donated it. But I did because I felt it was appropriate, because I think people should get their due. But most people don't care. They don't want their due. You know, it's all in. When somebody is down and out and they need support, it's 100% all in. There's no ego. There's no judgment. It's just support. People want to know how I can help. And that is the community. That is the community. You go back to the community, people think it's, let's talk about it. Honestly, yeah, there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of flipping. There's a lot of nonsense. There's a lot of clickiness. But if that is all you see in the community, once again, you are missing the big picture. You are missing the forest for all the trees. And that's the old saying. I think so. I'm not that bright. You could ask my wife. She tells me that all the time. It's not about the community arguing about mash bills. It's not about who's got this bottle. It's about a community uniting to help each other. I've never been part of a community like this where you just make a phone call, or you put something out there on a social media site or post something, and next thing you know, the outpour of kindness and support and love comes to the surface in a day. It is really amazing. And I have to think, why does it work? Why does it work overall in the bourbon social media community, whiskey, bourbon, whatever you're putting in your glass? Why does it work? It works because it's about sharing. It's about sharing. It's about sharing what is in your glass. It is about sharing the information you have. It is about sharing the kindness and the love of something, of a commonality. That's why it works. It's about something bigger. It's about the connection. It's about support. It's about brotherhood. And you know what? It's about family by choice. Because most of the people in the bourbon community believe we are family. Sometimes it could be a very interesting family, as they all could be. Sometimes it could be a family that doesn't always get along. Sometimes it could be a family that has some problems. But you know what? Don't say something about my family. I'll say whatever I want about my family, but I will support my family to the end. When someone is in trouble and someone is in need, the family steps up. And the family is the community. And that's what bourbon and whiskey is built around. And I've said it before, and somebody said to me, I said, you know, there's nothing like a bonding moment over a whiskey or a bourbon. And I made a comment about, you know, people don't bond over beer. And I got a little pushback for that one. And I believe that you drink a lot of beer and spend time with people over beer. I don't think that in general you have the same type of connection as you would sitting and sipping a whiskey or a bourbon. That is my opinion. It is just a generalization, but there's something about this bottle and a Glen or whatever glass you're drinking it from. But again, for those of you in the back not listening, the community is not about the bottle. It is about the people, and the people show up. It is turning one pour into a lifetime of friendship and making a difference. If all you want is a full pour, you're missing it. If all you want is the Russell's 15 on my shelf over here, you're missing it. If all you want is that Pappy's, you're missing it. What you need to do is you need to find the people who have the similar values as you and be part of the community and embrace it. That's what it's all about. If that's you, this message is for you. And if that's not you, it should be you. Nobody wants to see me angry, because that's what I'd get if people take advantage of my friends. So you want to drink what's good, but you want to find the people that are better. Don't forget what really matters. Now, in this one, this is honoring Nyla, who is a cancer survivor. This new era is tough to get open, obviously. I can't seem to get it open. We'll work on this. It's coming. I probably should open this before my face. I can feel my face getting red. Wait a minute. There we go. We got a little new era right here. This is an outstanding pour. As you can see, I really hate this one. In honor of everybody who's helped, in honor of everybody who is part of the community in a positive way, in honor of everybody who wants to help. Share your pour. Find the people you love. Give them a hug. Tomorrow's no guarantee. It's easier to love somebody than it is to hate somebody. That takes a lot of effort. Find the people you love. Give them a hug. And remember, it's not what's in the glass. It's who you're sharing it with. And today, I'm sharing it with you. Cheers. This new era is excellent. It hits every single time.